I really notice a difference between the second year students and the third year students after their term in Venice, that they really begin to understand the way art has a physical context within a city. It's connected with painting is connected with architecture, and architecture with a much wider society. And when they go back after the term in Venice, I think they bring this to their other courses as well, taking a much wider sense of the physical location of works of art, but also their cultural and historic location. The Italian, of course, at a basic level, is important simply for ordering a cappuccino in a bar. I remember a few years back when in England people were beginning to call milky coffee a latte. Simply means milk in Italian. Students going into a bar and asking for a latte and being rather surprised when they were given a glass of milk. But now, in fact, that sort of American usage has caught on here. But the learning Italian, I think that there is a relationship between language and art of a country, that it gives you also sort of way into the emotional tenor of art. And so just Italian is has a very special language for expressing emotions and feeling. I think some of the Italian words are the only ones to use for describing certain paintings. So I think the language element is very important. Working in Venetian libraries, to begin with, can seem a rather arcane and difficult experience, because foreign libraries have their own systems. But of course, within a week or so, you get used to it and then realize there are enormous resources. For instance, the Marciana Library here has books that were given to it by Petrarch, the 14th century Italian poet, and then a great collection of Greek codexes, and it's a quite extraordinary library. So the opportunity to go into what we call the Sala Riservata, the reserved room, and look at these very special texts is, I think, it's the kind of thing that really excites a postgraduate and leads them on to fresh fields of inquiry. Well, the MAs who come here, I think, have an amazing opportunity, because it's a tight-knit group, but you have a teaching centre, you have archives and libraries within the city, and as a small group you go on site visits with the tutor. You learn how to make observations on site, do research, sort of examining the buildings, and I think that is a very important part of their training. For me, the amazing opportunity of being able to come and teach in Venice for about 10 weeks every year, and this repeated visiting of the works on site, the experience of Venice as a physical locality, even trivial things like the weather, made me really deepen my understanding of the way colour works in Venice, the colour in the fabric of the buildings, the way in which the buildings respond to the physical environment, obviously the water, but also the sky. And then being able to use the archives and the libraries to back up my research. This was a fantastic opportunity.